I called him and said, "Well, State, do you have a scholarship for you?" I said, "Yeah, Coach Davis said anytime I need it, if I want a scholarship, I can take it." And we called Coach Davis, go for a year. And you know, like I say, I went for a year, college it wasn't for me. I called Coach Davis, it had to be like 9:30 that night. I was coming to that day. He said, "I don't goddamn, I was going to come down." I said, "Nah, Coach, I'm good." So somebody else will come down here and I can come from under me. I said, "Coach, I give you my word. I'm going to sign with the man, Coach, let the house out here. I had went out. I had went out the night before.
Wait, hold on. How much you had? How much you had?
It was like $40, $50.
Oh, okay.
You know, that was a lot of money back in 1986.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in my circumstances.
Right.
So, Coach David came. He said, "Son, I appreciate this. I'm gonna take care of you." My grandma never came out the house. And that's kind of how she handled it, Ocho. You know, stuff like that. I remember when my homeboy Ricky Thomas, he went to the same school. He was my quarterback in high school. He went to the same school that I went, but he went to Savannah State. And I remember he blew the horn that August. So heading down there, my grandmother was in the bed. My grandma ain't never got out of the bed. She ain't, because she felt she had done all she could in 18 years.
Yeah.
Giving me another 5-10 minute speech before I walked out the door. She said it wasn't gonna do no good now.
That's a good one. I like that.
I walked out the house. I left as a boy. Remember looking back at that house?
Yeah.
Came back as a man.
I knew what I was leaving behind.
And
I knew what the mission. I knew what the mission was, Ocho.
Yeah.
When I got in that car,
yeah,
it's just like, okay, go get it done now. Go get it done.
So you was locked in. It took me to understand what the mission was after I hit my goddamn head and failed multiple times at Langston. First year at Santa Monica, got myself together the following year where I was ineligible. I had to get my grades right. Then it hit me like, hey man, boy, that window of opportunity is about this big. Either you get it done now, or the chances in your childhood dreams are down the drain. And I had locked in, and I did it my grandma way for the first time. And the first time I actually
listen to what she had to say.
Listen to what she had to say. Look what the hell happened.
Ocho, I tell my kids all the time. I say sometimes you have to bump your own head to realize how much you hurt.
Yeah.
See, me telling you I did something similar and bumped my head, you didn't feel it. So sometimes my grandma said, boy, sometimes you got to bump your own head, because we can do all we can to protect them. Give them, they have access to things we never had access to. But at the end of the day, they're gonna have to fall down and skin their own knees. You got stuff on your shins, your knees from falling down as a child. Things that we try to protect our own kids from. So think about it, Ocho, what you try to do. You try to protect your kids from all of that. Blow it. It's going to be okay. Don't cry. Man, my grandma ain't never said not one time, okay, it's gonna be okay, but my grandma ain't blow nothing.
Right.
Put some alcohol on it. Now I'm screaming. you don't see that. You don't see
Not
nothing
the
white
alcohol.
and she poured alcohol on it. I'm like, what? So, and that was the thing. And so for me, Ocho, I didn't want to let her down,
right?
Because she had done everything that she possibly could to raise her 9 and my mom's 3.
Yeah.
And so I knew when she didn't get up out of that bed and say, son, now remember, don't drink. Son, don't go out late. Son, iron your clothes in the morning. Son, be respectful. I knew when she didn't give me that speech, because she had been giving me that speech for 18 years.
Yeah.
He said, man, 10 more minutes ain't gonna do nothing for him. And either he got it or he don't.
You don't. Yeah. I like that.
I walked out that house. I was different. I was never the same. I was never the same, Ocho, when I left that house. I was a different person.
Yeah.
And I remember my brother, like he could see it. My sister would tell you I was a different person. I wasn't the same. I was never that same person that left right 385 on that August day in 1986.
This is why
Even when I came back
so
a month or two later,
I'm
when we had a
watching
bye
this
week,
and I got it
wasn't
live
the
on
same.
here.
There was a focus, Ocho. There was a focus, and I couldn't
It's a
believe,
whole
because now
echo.
I go from showering morning, night, practice. I would shower before I go to practice. I would shower after practice. I would shower because we practice twice a day. So I'm going 3 showers a day, going to the bathroom inside. I come home, guess what? Got to wash in a tub. Got to go back to the woods to go to the bathroom again.
Yeah.
I said, man. And now I'm thinking to myself, how many of my teammates have ever had to go to the bathroom in the woods?
Yeah.
Ocho, I'm 18.
Why is his nose
Ocho, I'm 19. Ocho, I'm 20 years old. Going to the bathroom in the woods.
Yeah.
I'm still taking a shower in a foot tub, warming the water up. When I would work, we put water in a number 2 wash tub. I don't know if anybody from the country, you can Google it, look up a number 2 wash tub. I would put water in the wash tub when I was working. So I come home at noon, we got an hour to eat. I would put water in the wash tub and leave it in the sun. So the sun would heat it up. So that's my warm water when I come home, when I get off work, to take a bath in. So I'm taking a bath in a wash tub.
Talk about trenches.
I'm drawing water. So we drawing water out of a well. We got a well, Ocho. I'm talking this 1986, 1987, 1988, 1988. My brother went pro in 88. So I'm drawing water. We drinking water from a well. I'm drawing my water to put in the sun out of the spigot to take a bath in. Now, many times, my brother would take a bath first. We use that same water.
Yeah, I know about them days.
I would take a bath first, use that same water. Right. So I remember going home after being at Savannah State and showering 3 times a day. Going to the bathroom anytime I want to, and not have to worry about grabbing bug spray to spray around me because the mosquitoes tear me up.
Yeah.
Or it's cold at night, and I got a big old jacket on, and I'm out there in the woods going to the bathroom. I said,
you know what's funny? You got people at times that come from different circumstances, but I think your focus was a little bit different because of you coming from humble beginnings. Obviously, your grandma and what she instilled in you, throughout your tenure as an adolescent. Then when you get to somewhere like Savannah State, you have an appreciation for the atmosphere and the amenities that you never really had before. So your focus was just different because of the access that you had once you got to college. And you weren't going back to that.
No.
You weren't going back. So it made it even that much easier for you to focus as opposed to somebody that comes from a silver spoon in their mouth.
Oh, for sure.
And they wouldn't really appreciate being away from home in college because it's something that you've always got throughout your whole life.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I remember Ocho and I think I had one friend, Stacy, my homeboy. His birthday, mine is the 26th of June. He is the 27th. He's the only person that's ever been inside my house that was a friend, because we didn't have no indoor plumbing. We didn't have no running water. So if somebody had to go use the bathroom, you'd have to tell them a lie. Well, the toilet's broke. You're gonna have to go outside. So man, so for me, Ocho, that was I couldn't see myself.
It's real, dog, because people don't want to acknowledge
having
this.
to go to the woods to continue to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
My grandma in her 40s, in her 50s, second grade. And so that was 86. Granny was born in 23.
He was born 10 years before us.
So,
yeah.
Nah. That wasn't gonna work for me.
He's 10 years old.
And eating what we ate
down south in Alabama.
Oh, I remember. And people say, "You lying?" Ask my brother. I remember we had I grew up on a farm, so my grandfather would go to the grocery stores, and the rotten fruit, it got a rotten spot on it.
That's why I spot all the bananas to my life.
They throw that in the thing. So my grandfather
throw it away.
They throw it away. Yes.
Oh no! Yeah. Let me get them. Let me get them.
Let me get it.
Man, let me get them.
Man, you don't know, Ocho. So we had hogs. So my grandfather was getting the cabbage and the stuff, all the produce for the hogs.
Right.
I jump in the knee-deep mud. See, when people say knee-deep, that's how your boy be in that thing. I'll be in that.
Yeah.
I was in that knee-deep. That's where the term came from.
Yes, sir.
I'll be in that knee-deep mud. I say, hogs, you're not gonna get these apples. You're not gonna get these grapes. Man, hey, I get it. Man, I go there and get apples, get grape, get bananas, cut the brown spot off and eat it. Wash it off.
Yeah.
So that was my thought process. I said, Lord, if I'm fortunate enough and I have kids, my kids couldn't live like this. I said, my kids ain't built like I'm built.
Right.
They can't live. They couldn't stand 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
let alone a day or a month or a year in my life. So
that's the whole point. When you do have kids, you always want to make life easier for them so they don't have to go through the things you went through. Because I don't think the kids in our era would be able to survive.
Did you watch the
In
show?
the past. And based on what we had to go through, it's different. It's
So,
different. So many different
He
rules
just texted me.
are
I'm about to go on the
inclined
show.
to appease them as opposed to one small rule.
But I know he lying
being able to
because she ain't
discipline
doing
your
no show
child.
tonight.
You can't even do that anymore.
He's funny.
No,
I just
you
take
can't.
it
you
back.
can't.
You can't.
Okay.
Man, listen.
But I
It
ain't
was a
saying
day. It was a time. I know
you.
you. I'm not sure how it was for you from, but I know where I'm from. Now, if your parents, if your mama, if your parents ain't home, my grandma, my granddaddy wasn't there, and I messed up and I did something I had no business,
No, but it's
all the neighbors had the right to beat my.
All the things you had to write.
not sure. No, he did everything. He did. Well, you know he did. You was there. Oh, that's
Ass.
Yeah.
And then when they get home and the neighbors tell my granddaddy what I did, I get my ass beat
For
again.
sure. Yeah.
Daddy,
Yeah,
what
community ass whipping.
Oh
What are you
yeah,
talking
because it took a village. That was my grandma's favorite line. It takes
you
a
said you
village.
about to go on the show.
And we gonna make sure if you mess up, I want y'all to make sure y'all beat his ass. And when he get to me, I'm gonna beat him again.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't
exactly
because you
how it
got a
was.
girlfriend already.
There was a respect level for all the people, all the adults in the community.
Yeah.
All that sassing and talking back. You don't tell me what to do.
Talk back to
I
who?
don't remember. Oh, you know my mama. You don't tell me what to do. Man, they tell you up and say, "Hey, Mary, you know I had to cut that boy tail. He was up there."
I can't take you right now, Daddy. Krisha, she's not even live right now. Kendra's not even live right now, so you can't even go live. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna call you back because everybody's texting me because the video just came. Okay. What up, girl? Yeah, where you at?
Fasting, he was doing this.
Listen, do you see some of them clips
Girl,
with them
sitting here
kids
just watching YouTube,
talking back?
talking to
You know
friends.
what I'm
never
talking
made
about. Talking about their mama. Talk about their. I don't feel like it. I don't want to get off the game. Man, shit. Man, I
You can be in there watching TV, Ocho. My girl said, "Hey, y'all get outside and play." We watching.
Girl, yeah, I was just talking shit. I was drunk.
Hey.
Yeah, I did. Because I
Hey.
wanted to see what you
How
thought
about that?
about
I
the
remember,
KGG
Ocho, we used
shit.
to like try to play basketball.
Yeah.
And we were playing basketball in the summer. Woo, boy, it's too hot. Y'all gonna have a stroke. Come out there. As soon as the man come back for the truck to go in them fields, all right, boy, he here. If it's too hot to play basketball, but it's not too hot to work in the field. I said, what is, I'm looking at Spanky looking at me, that's my brother. We looking at our cousin. Now, you just told us it's too hot to play
Girl,
basketball.
I love her.
But it ain't too hot to go in that 100 degree.
Hey,
It was a lot.
time is
But
different,
it was
man.
We
cool,
hit the back
though.
of that pickup truck, dragging our feet. I don't know you to have, but we dragging our feet on the road. All right, boys, y'all be careful.
Girl, they call you.
Time,
girl,
boy.
my inbox is flooded.
Hard
girl, my
times.
inbox is flooded.
Make tough men.
Yeah.
Tough men.
That's why you go on your show.
Now, people in
You
the chat, you
better.
understand what I'm talking about.
No, you just gotta when she get on live.
Ocho,
you gotta
the
make
Dodgers
sure you
fired
get on her.
Shohei Ohtani's
It be a lot of people
interpreter
trying to get on
over
her.
claims of massive theft.
She'll get
Shohei
you.
Ohtani's interpreter, I'm not going to try to say his
You
name,
better.
has been accused of stealing $4.5 million from Ohtani to pay down gambling debts from a California bookie who, here it is, the wire transfer came to light because the FBI was investigating a man named Matthew Bauer for running an illicit bookmaking scheme, and Ohtani's name surfaced in the investigation. Two $500,000 payments had been wired directly from Shohei Ohtani's bank account to Boyer. The Dodgers immediately fired Mizrahi, the interpreter. But it doesn't add up. Ohtani's team permitted the interpreter to sit for a 90-minute interview Tuesday night. The interpreter told ESPN that he started placing bets on credit with Boyer after meeting him at a San Diego poker game in 2021. Got big poker games going on out here. Stay away from there. After agreeing to cover his losses, Ohtani thought the interpreter still might gamble money away, so he logged into the computer and sent it to Boyer himself, according to Mizrahi. Their close relationship had once been described as a brotherhood. It was only after the interpreter interview that Ohtani's representatives changed their tune. Now the claim was that he was a victim, that Ohtani was a victim of massive theft at the hands of the interpreter, and that he never tried to cover the gambling loss. It doesn't add up. It's not adding up, Ocho.